It's a rolling.
Cody, bring two of those blade show sailcocks in here and show them.
They're on the counter right next to you.
I think those things came out really good. I think they're some of the
better ones, I think. Some of the cooler ones. Oh, I can see it then. Pretty cool.
Some dude said, when we make a green and white cock, because he's Irish, and that's the Irish flag. And I actually made 3 of them. And then they've been sitting on my desk. And I have not shipped them, because that's why I tell you guys that's why we don't have a phone line, because I'll intend to do it. But if it ends on me, there's all kinds of shit on my desk that I personally haven't shipped out, because it wasn't, you know, in chain of custody. It didn't go out and say, hey, build this. This is one of my other favorite ones. It's the red micro suede with kind of a reptile type print to it. It's pretty cool. We've got, I think I have 4 extra Typhon toxic thread diaper bags. These just been sitting out in the other room for a week or so. We got to put them back out here in inventory. And we've got a bunch of diaper bags coming up right now. They're actually done. They're coming up out of cleaning right now. We have, what are they, solid gray or gray and black? There's some we've never done before, or I'd never seen them. They were black with royal blue thread, which looks real good, kind of that thin blue line theme to it. I don't know, there's 5 or 6 other colors. There's 6 or 7 batches of diaper bags down there right now done. The building...
Key to that, you really want that diaper bag, order just the diaper bag, so that when she prints the orders, we'll see that you just ordered it, and obviously they're in stock. We don't have to go through other people's orders or find all these other tiny little things that we might not have in stock, like a key fob. You don't want to get a diaper bag and wait on a key fob to come up in your color, where we can turn that diaper bag around real fast, because obviously it's in stock. That's the whole purpose of, you know, showing what we have just brought up in inventory. You can order that particular thing, we can roll it out a lot faster. Anyway.
And a lot of times, like right now we have Typhon AKM4 micros going down there, and then they're about to start Typhon with red thread AKM4 micros, followed by what, Coyote?
I think so.
Coyote AKM4 micros, and then Multicam AKM4 micros will run again. And then we got to do a bunch of shotgun and some stack micros, and then we got cop rigs. Not necessarily in that order.
But they are all getting. We're about to have our rigs completely revamped, you know, which is awesome.
Yeah, we're about to have a shitload of that stuff. Watch Facebook. Like, if you guys want to see what we're doing, if you see something on Facebook, then if you see a bunch of it, that means it just happened. And a lot of times, like, I won't even get a chance to take pictures of that shit. They'll bring it up here. We'll have so much gear sitting in the front room. They'll bring it straight in the back to put it away. And these guys will start putting it away before I can even get a photo of it. Like, I'll be down in the sew shop when they bring that stuff up. So, you know, everything we're doing is not always on Facebook, but if you see it on Facebook, we just did a bunch of coyote slings, single point bungees. I think then we got a shitload of black single point bungees back there too. Don't email me and go, I've got a single point bungee sling, when will it ship or how come it'll ship, if you've got other shit on that order. If you have other stuff on the order and you have a black single point bungee sling and we have the sling, your order hasn't shipped because it's waiting on something else on the order. When you see this stuff, don't fucking email us about it. Go, where's this at, if you've got a bunch of other shit. If you have an order just for that item, go ahead and send us an email and we'll pull it up and look for it and, you know, get it out. But if it's got other shit on there, that's why it hasn't shipped, because it's waiting on something else. What else you got?
More or less just impressed with how fast this week went. It's funny, like, how just cutting a day out, you know, for travel back here changed the week. Like,
yeah, on
it's
Wednesday,
already
Wednesday,
Thursday.
I was saying it was Monday. And here it is. It's what, Friday?
Well, and, you know, because, like, you know, people are like, oh, you went to Atlanta for the week. Like, well, it's not like we skipped around and, like, slept in all day. Like, we were at the show from an hour before the close to an hour after every day. And like that whole 2 weeks, because we were so busy those 2 weeks getting ready, rolled into that weekend, which rolls into this week. So really, like
That's true, man. We got
it's been a long few
we got
weeks,
out
but
of
it
the
always
show-
is before a show.
show closed 7 on Friday, I think,
Mhm.
and then it was 5, and then it was 2. So when the show closed at 7, we went straight back to the hotel, took a shower, got dressed, went to dinner, got out of dinner, came back, got in bed at fucking midnight, got
Yeah,
up at
late.
fucking 6:30 the next morning. And then when the show closed at 5, we ran around, we went to a mall, and that fucker closed at 6, and then we went home, got a shower, changed, and the whole ride back and forth anywhere I was doing emails. When we got back to the hotel and had an hour to nap, I did emails, and then I did emails till 1:30 in the morning. So it's not, it was definitely was not a vacation. Even when we go
I like
someplace where it's, you know, out of town kind of for a vacation, we're still working.
Yeah.
Amanda
it's different when you're actually doing a show for stuff that's not vacation.
It's a lot higher paced.
Yeah. It was all the knife makers were posting memes, and it was like the week before Blade Show, and it was like a list of like funny shit, like talking like things that knife makers do or people before Blade Show do. And it was like saying you're gonna prep so much earlier the next year.
Yeah.
Saying how you're gonna sleep more. Saying how you're not gonna go out after the show. But yeah, whenever you go, it is rough. It is exhausting. And fun and good. Feeling really alive. Really alive. Oh, he's back.
That's what we said. We're gonna start getting ready for USN, but we actually are getting ready for
Yeah.
USN. That actually
Well, and
is
like
happening.
big runs like this is what makes it possible too. You know, there's obscure, awesome colors that everyone wants.
I actually sewed some shit yesterday for USN shit.
Mm-hmm.
Took it back there and hid it in the office.
Yeah. I was like, you're gonna spray this out. You ever do that? You know, like you're trying to open like a can or something, and it gets to that last little bit, and no matter how slow you try and do it, it finally pops and sprays you in the face.
There's another. No, I don't ever get sprayed this. There's another brand of these, and when you turn it, it cuts the seal.
Yep. 8 beaters.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
So these are the generic ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably what their patent was on. The patent for 8 beaters is probably on how the container opens. I'll bet you. It's the same shit inside.
Yeah, it's just I guess they make the RTD protein drinks do that too. You know, there's a little foil. When you turn it, it cuts the foil so that you can drink out of it.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. Muscle Milk does that.
I only use Justin Swinney products.
Well, when I'm traveling, like I had 4 protein shakes on the way back from Atlanta.
By who?
Just
Some
gas,
other brand?
Yeah, just gas station shit.
We had fucking
They were
100
in the other
gallons of
truck.
protein.
Yeah,
bars.
they're in the other truck.
I didn't drink anything on the way back from Atlanta other than
Aminos.
the aminos.
I drank plenty of Aminos at the show. It was delicious.
Horton was just here. I said, "You want some sugar water?" He said, "No, I almost pooped my pants. I had to go to the bank when I took that red line." Sebastian said, I heard you drank a whole red line. Like it's going around school. That's the rumor." And
A whole red line at one time.
Horton
I'm not
goes,
sure you should
Horton
be
goes,
hurting
"Well,
me."
the directions are very vague." I said, "Motherfucker, I told you to drink half that red line."
Yeah, it says 2 servings.
So I gave him some aminos.
Did you try some this morning?
Yeah, pina colada. I put
Oh, it's
2 in
really
this thing.
good.
He's
Yeah.
like, "Wow, that's really good." I go, "There's no stimulant in there."
Yeah.
He goes, "I used some stuff in a small bottle." I go, "Yeah, the 187. He goes, "Give me a scoop of that." I go, "Don't put 2 scoops in there, Ricky Bobby."
Yeah, don't you put that knife in your leg. You want to see what my life is?
What are you doing this weekend?
We are going to a birthday party for the maid of honor that was in our wedding. Her name is Lindsay. She's very cool. I guess, I hope she doesn't see this because it's a surprise birthday party. Hopefully,
Where's that at?
I have no idea. Sam, her boyfriend, is putting that together.
Saturday?
Friday night.
What are you doing Saturday? Isn't this Friday?
No, today's Thursday.
Oh shit, thank God.
Yeah, no, today's Thursday. I have no fucking idea. I have to fucking get some of my shit in my house actually not in boxes.
I have shit still in boxes from when I moved here 7 or 8 years ago.
That's half the hassle of moving. It's not just living there. It's getting all of the things that you put in boxes in there in a place that doesn't look like it's in a box.
When we finish building, when we build a new house and move, I'm just gonna leave all of my old shit in the old house.
Like a
And
donation.
whoever gets that house gets all that old shit.
People are going through there like, holy shit! What's this? What's pop flare mean?
Well, this looks like a candle.
Yeah. Shoot it through the wall. Blue laser, what's that?
Oh yeah, that's alright.
I accidentally cut a hole through my wall and my child.
No, I keep safety glasses with it. I was like, that Arctic laser, there's no fucking around. Like, you accidentally slip, get a reflection or whatever, that's fucking blind. Game over.
Instantly.
Yeah, they can't fix that one.
But yeah, this is my plan. It will be nice to not, you know, be traveling this weekend, like long distances. 6-hour drive doesn't seem like a bad deal until you drive 6 hours.
Well, you should have had one of your chauffeurs drive.
A chauffeur?
Cody! Where's Codykins?
Wow.
Oh, Codykins.
He's gonna be glad you called him that. Put that on his next badge for a show. Codykins.
We put Hillbilly Hand Job.
I know, I saw. I was glad. That was his first. It was funny because the first time he said that, like, he said it because he had been around us enough that, like, then it was funny.
Yeah.
When he said it, I was like, that's awesome. I go, what'd you just say? And he was like,
yeah, on the first video.
yeah, nothing. I was like, no, you just said something. And he like kind of whispered, he's like, I was like, that's funny as shit. I was like, from now on, that's what a Krylon spray paint job will be called.
One of you guys yesterday said there was a patch we should make, and I thought it was really good. I can't remember what it was.
I have no idea.
We gotta come up with a USN patch. We gotta do it now. When is the USN show?
Was it first week in September or second week in August? What is it? Amanda?
What?
USN?
It's the first weekend of September.
So we got like 3 months.
That's 50% right.
It's like Sex Panther.
70% of the time it works every time. That doesn't make sense. Just make bits of real panther. Should put that in a combat cock. It's made bits of real combat cock. So you know it's good. People get it smelling like raw, like old rotted meat. Like, there's actual bird feathers in this. Like, yeah.
Yeah, why do you think we have a chicken farm?
Yeah, we sewed chickens into that. You have a legit rotten egg inside your combat cock.
We have some new grommets coming. They're custom coating them for the cock eyes.
Mm-hmm.
We have red ones, hot red, and then we have Tyson green eyes coming. It'll just put those different grommets in there will make it a whole other fucking bird.
Yeah.
But I think we should get like Swarovski crystals and do fucking combat cock eyes.
You just take a combat cock and lay it, somehow put a cover in it where you could lay it down and cover it like y'all's shoes.
Oh, like the Louboutin spikes?
The
I don't know how those are glued on.
They're glued. Yeah, they're glued on.
I mean, if I took enough Adderall, I could probably sit down and glue on.
You want to make sure your
6,000
hamster
to
doesn't
7,000.
get loose and eat the spikes off. Squirrel will get in your house, chew shoes up. Well, I'm having my new shoe room is going to be metal lined. It'll be like a vault, so squirrels can't get in. Squirrels are a big problem in Tennessee.
What are those things called that sit on?
Groundhogs?
No. The gun that sits and it like monitors movement stuff.
Oh, R2-D2, the phalanx
Turret.
on the boats that shoot down passenger airliners.
That way, if something goes into you, like have it to where it only knows your body profile or like your eye, your retinal scan. So when you walk in and it doesn't have that, it's like oh.
Set to start.
A stranger must have walked in the shoe room, I can tell. Because all the little robots are in there cleaning up the mess. Oh, and for that, I have a...
You get some new shoes while you're gone?
I did have some new shoes. So, it's funny, okay, so I got some Versace shoes. And they're awesome. I'm just saying, there's a Medusa head on my shoe. 3 of them on each. It has a Velcro thing that holds your laces down. They're very loud, they're very obnoxious, and I love them.
It's funny when we went to Giuseppe.
I don't think they're loud at all. Like, I thought they
Compared to what most people would consider loud, for especially a dude, but I got on Versace's website.
But I mean, they're not, they don't have the fucking 4-inch big gold
I know.
Medusa.
Yeah, I thought
They're
it was
a little
good,
toned down. He has the same ones that Sir Elton John has.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Like, I probably got Sir Elton John's, not Kid Cudi's or something like that. You know, like
the Giuseppe's. It was funny because like we weren't asking him how to pronounce it. We were asking what it said because you couldn't fucking read it.
Oh, I
It was
legit
written.
asked him. I said,
How do you? Yeah, but we didn't know what it said.
Yeah, I was like, I see there's a G. I've got a G. I see the U. There's a P in there.
What company is it? He's like Giuseppe's. Most rappers, they say it wrong. And
Yeah.
they do. I've heard it ever since he said that. They all say Giuseppe's.
Yep. Yep. It's a hard word to say, but
That's what
Giuseppe was a
she's
really
saying.
cool store. Yeah, very,
There's
very
some
cool
very
store.
cool shit in there. They had the actual boots that R2-D2 wore in the movie, or C-3PO.
I was like, wait.
You know
Those big
ones?
yeah. First, I was like, "What are you talking about?" But yeah, I did see them. They were like a solid.
So did you
gold.
notice? Did you notice when we went into? Well, most stores we went into, but when we went into Versace, because they didn't realize it was 2 or 3 groups, they thought they realized it was one group. As soon as they realized we were all there together, fucking security showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Same at Louboutin. When we walked in Louboutin, there was no guard. There's always a security guy in Louboutin, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't present. When we walked in, as soon as I fucking turned back around, security guard. Like, I always talk to those guys.
Maybe
I'm
they were there to protect us.
like, you hate this job? They're like, yeah, I really do. I'm like, hey, fucking send me an email. I'll
I
send you
wonder
some free
why.
shirt.
Seems like it'd be an
Because they're
easy
dealing
job.
with fucking assholes. Because
Yeah.
they gotta stand there. I asked the dude at Versace. I go, I bet you see some crazy shit. He goes, yeah.
I bet.
I go, you have to launch people out of here. He goes, yeah, once or twice a week we got to ask.
Yeah, I'm not trying to
Once they
judge
realize, once they realize you're not being an asshole, they free up a little bit.
Atlanta.
We'll talk to you.
Yeah, I'm not saying Atlanta's bad,
No, it
but
is.
I bet. No, it isn't. But like, I bet they do see some. I saw some stuff where I was like, what? In the
If you're a straight male pretending to be gay, have face tattoos, and you're on welfare, they issue you a Range Rover. There is a fucking Range Rover everywhere in Atlanta, and the face tattoos, borderline homeless, live in mom's house, on food stamps, straight man pretending to be gay, fucking clothes don't fit,
With his
wearing
ass
some
hanging
ski
out.
socks up over his pants and shit. The weirder you look, the nicer Range Rover they give you.
Yeah.
They just issue them.
There really was a lot of different style down there, but we'll call it
Is
style.
that what we're saying?
Yeah, if I call it style, it sounds like
Everybody
style.
eating?
I have. Sebastian has.
The two
Have you eaten,
names.
Cody?
I fed them.
Cool. I was like, I was gonna ask you something.
Versace, Giuseppe.
Oh, yeah, it was like, well, if we go to this birthday party, I'm gonna wear my Versace's and I'm gonna pull my pants legs up and just be like, Versace, just as an excuse to do it. That was what, because when he first asked me if I got new shoes, like literally, I got them for that. But I picked up some people that were like, normally I back you up on your shoes and stuff, but these are too much. And I was like, nope, since you were looking at them and you don't like them, it sounds like they were just enough.
Yep, they're perfect.
Now we're talking.
Yeah,
I've never seen you post before.
Yeah,
Here you are.
literally, and like, I'm sorry, but like, the Versace and the Jimmy Choos, like those are shoes. I never thought I'd have them, but two, like those are cool. Like rappers do talk about them. That's why like Louboutins. The first time John got his super spiked out Louboutins, like he put them on, and like I was like, I have ADD pretty bad, and so anything
He was
shiny,
down there counting the spikes.
yeah, anything shiny and loud, like I'm like, oh cool. I'm like Juicy J. All I blow is loud. So like all I want to see is the biggest, brightest, most ridiculous shit that can still be called cool. Yeah, there's a level.
Then we got the dragon skin ones.
Yeah, and then he's like, these too much. It's like, there is no such thing as too much. Like, I'm pretty sure I've said that to him multiple times.
Yes.
He's like, is this? And I was like, no, not at all. It's perfect. And they are. They look awesome.
Every time I wear them, we get dudes show up talking shit, and then we get a bunch of dudes that
I like
love them.
watching you when we're walking places and watching people go,
Yeah.
like men follow, like turn back around to follow you. They're like, what if I just touch him? But like people notice them, and like after I had the Versace's, when we walked in a couple stores, I was wearing a cut off tank and camo shorts, and they were like, oh hi sir, how are you?
Yep.
And I was like, you judgmental bitch.
Well,
If I was wearing some kids, you wouldn't have been talking to me.
the dude in the Giuseppe store.
Yeah,
He was kind of standoff till he saw the watches.
yeah, and then he goes,
Is that the
big bang?
Unico
Yeah,
Ferrari?
yeah, is that the big
He goes, I
bang?
just bought my dad an AP, a
Yeah.
Safari. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's fucking baller. That's like,
Yeah. When he named his, I was like, oh wow, you're not actually just saying that to say that. You like watches, which is cool.
And then all of a sudden he was all over us.
Yeah,
He's
he was
like,
cool
hey,
after that.
fucking, can I show you this? Do you want to see
Mhm.
that? We can order these. If you ship them, you don't have to pay tax.
The dude we talked to in the Omega store, I got a text from Kenny yesterday. He said, "Hey man," he said, "I heard you were down in Atlanta talking about me."
And we didn't fucking buy anything because we would buy it from you, Kenny.
Yep. And he said, "Man, thank you. That was cool. You know, this company's a lot, you know, tighter than people think. It's a lot smaller than people think. And it was cool to have a colleague call and say, hey, you had some dudes down there talking about you, saying they had gotten to watch me and stuff."
When we walked in the store, the first time we walked in this trip, the dude goes, "Hey, John Willis, how you doing?" I said, "How the fuck do you know who I am?" He said, "Well, I was there when you bought that other watch."
Oh, cool.
Like, he just fucking,
From when you were down there last time?
The Dark Side of the Moon. I don't
Yeah.
remember if I bought it from him or if he was there. I don't remember. But, like,
That was a year ago.
Yeah.
yeah, it was exactly a year ago.
Yeah.
The black lady that was in there, the minute I walked in, waved, she knew who I was.
It's good salesmanship.
Yeah.
Good salesmanship makes a difference. No one will buy anything from someone like that just doesn't pay attention. Like, that's why when we have return customers, like we have customers, like I know them by name, I know their address because I fill it out every time. And like most times, if I'm doing it, I'll tell you know, Amanda or John, I'm like, hey, this is so and so. Like, do you want me to do anything? And a lot of times, you know, they're like, throw in a patch, or hey, I've got this thing, throw it in there, this little doodad, or this T-shirt, this something we got, you know, that a company likes, but he or she, whatever, but.
Or expedite their order.
Yeah,
or
you know,
refund their
yeah, like
shipping,
if they see it come through, John will come in and be like, hey, this is so and so. What can we do right now? And then we'll ship the rest, you know, when it's made. But what can we do right now? But it makes a difference though whenever you're talking about, you know, I meant to print it out. I got an email just a minute ago, and a dude said, he was like, you know, I know y'all catch a lot of flack or whatever, but this is the best customer service I've ever had.
Dude, we get that fucking literally 50,
all
60
the
times a
time.
day.
He said, I know it's a pain in the ass for you to go through your building and handpick different options for me and offer them to me and talk to me about it and me get my stuff much quicker than I would have. And he said, you know, I know some guys are really particular about color. He said, but with what I had, it really, the color is not as big a deal as it has, you know, as it could be. And he said, you know, if it was, I wouldn't say anything, but thanks for doing this, and, you know, yeah, I'll take it.
And just so you know, it is a fucking huge pain in the ass to do that. Like Cody and Colin, they spend hours a day.
I spent 5 hours
Lance
yesterday doing
spent all day doing just that.
Mm-hmm.
Lance is on summer vacation. He's doing his thing. He's not here through the summer. So everybody asking. Heather no longer works here. Heather's doing something else. Heather's chosen to do. And she's happy. Everything's good with Heather. We saw her. She was actually at Blade Show with James. She hung out at the booth for a few minutes. Joey was around. Shelton's there. Everybody's good. They're just not with SOE right now.
Mm-hmm. Lance is fixing to have his kids. They're coming down because he gets his kids for a certain amount of time a summer. So, but having said that, like, you know, I was really impressed with the dudes. Like the dudes that came with us, like they've impressed me nonstop.
They fucking hustle.
You know, when you're talking about the two people that weren't here anymore, like that's a lot of manpower. But you know, we've had people step up, and I think that's awesome. That's what we talk about it all the time. Sometimes there is no, maybe I'll do this, or when can I do this, but just it's got to be done, and we're gonna do it. And
Like James
it always happens here.
James always says, and I don't know where it came from. When least expected, you're elected, and that's something that has always stuck out when he says
life.
that.
Yeah.
And our guys fucking.
So I know this really cool dude that said something similar. He said, you know, fate rarely calls on a person at the time of their choosing. His name was Optimus.
Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
he did. He said that in the second movie. Whenever he goes to get him in the graveyard.
Hey, you know what makes all these eggs better? This. Today's leg day. I can have this.
Look at that face. Colin's like, really?
Leg day.
Today's leg day.
Leg day, carb day. It is leg day.
Oh, come on.
Guy keep asking if I'm taking the Tropin. Tropin, the one in the SARMs?
Mm-hmm.
Tropin's the
Tropin's
blue
the
one.
nighttime one.
You take it night.
I'm taking
Tropin is
everything.
Yeah, Tropin is a gonadotropin. Or not a gonadotropin,
Secretagogue.
Sorry, man.
It makes your body
Good
secrete
enough.
more human growth hormone, HGH. Which will burn fat, repair tissue, fix...
It speeds the
everything.
healing process. The key to getting bigger isn't working out more. Now that obviously is part of it, but you only go to the negative whenever you're breaking your body down and training super hard. It's how good are you at feeding your body, and how good is your body at repairing and getting bigger. That's when you get bigger when you're sleeping. You get bigger whenever you're having your days off. Many times, like if we're really tired and beat, I'm like, dude, we just gotta you have to take the day off. You'll come back that second day off, that second day from being off, and do 10 times more positive than you would if you had toughed it out. I learned the hard way about toughing it out. Toughing it out through pain, I was slowly started to tear and break all kinds of shit. Where there's a lot of bodybuilders you meet, yeah, they have a schedule, a format of some, extent, and professional athletes of all types. But if they've got something ailing them or bothering them, they wait until they're 100% to get back in, because they keep that positive going as opposed to building on something that could be negative and turn into an actual problem. So
that's true. For as big as Justin was when he walked in here on our first video, he hadn't been in the gym for 6 months. Look at him right now. As big as Justin is, he's not training.
Much as he can, but it's all about how much you eat. And he keeps his body fat low, so everything he does has, you can see.
And what you eat. But guys keep asking. I'm taking all of the SARMs. There's 3 of them. We have 1 available on our site. I just don't have the verbiage, and I'm not going to type it out. So as soon as I have the verbiage, I'll copy paste it. We'll put them up. I have the SARMs. They're just not on the website for sale.
But the one that's the 2866 is awesome. Actually, as one of my groomsmen actually ordered some, and he was taking that exact thing from a different company, but it had a bunch of other bullshit, and it was like you have to PCT with it because they added a bunch of trash to it. Basically, there's a reason that Justin's is only that. It's just that.
Explain to him PCT.
Post-cycle therapy is if you're taking something that in some way can be shutting you down, upping any type of your, be it liver enzymes, kidney enzymes, whatever. You're not supposed to do that for a certain length of time because it slowly toxifies in your body, and you need to give your body some time off. So the PCT would, clean out or fix whatever potential damage you were doing. However, a real SARM, you don't have to do PCT. That's not what it does. It only potentiates your body's actual availability of SARM, which if you look it up, we've done videos on that. But that's the difference. It's just a cleaner, better version than what you're going to get from one of the pro hormone shells at any place you go.
With every meal, I take these Champ Iron Aminos. It's basically liver.
It's desiccated liver. Extremely pre-digested, clean, the best proteins you can get, and it has all of your amino acids in it.
I take 6 to 8 of these with every meal. I'm supposed to take them with shakes also. Sometimes I do, sometimes. It's not that I don't want, I literally forget.
Yeah, well, and that's...
Like, I'll come in here, Colin's like, hey, you need a shake. Here's a shake. And I'll be fucking walking out the door to the other building. With each meal, I also take Lean 8 fat burners. It's a non-stimulant fat burner. You know what I haven't been taking? I haven't been taking the creatine. I just forget to.
That's a good one.
But, like, you don't have to lift heavier to get bigger. You can do the same light workouts when you're using the supplements and your body's being fed right, and you're using the supplements to allow your body to absorb all the protein and use it and metabolize right. You don't have to lift huge weights to get bigger.
It's true.
And you can literally look, by losing 15, 20 pounds of body fat, you can look fucking 30 pounds bigger.
Way bigger.
It's deceptive how big Justin is. Justin's 175, is that what he said? 180?
180, I think.
He looks fucking enormous.
Yep, because he has no
They have no body fat.
Yeah, none.
You can go to the gym. The first thing dudes do when you saw it all through high school and younger dudes, they get a hold of some testosterone or some kind of anabolics. They go in the gym, and yes, you can lift heavy, but that shit's very fucking limited. Sooner or later, you're going to tear something, you're going to break something, something's going to happen, and you're not going to be lifting at all. And now you're going to be a fucking fat dude taking a bunch of anabolics because you can't fucking train. You can go in there and train smart, train light, and not have the ego thing, and still use those same products or those same chemicals or whatever your program is, and still get big. You don't have to lift fucking big weights.
Lift it light and lift it right.
A lot of those dudes don't bench press at all.
Well, a lot of, after you grow to a certain point, like you actually have to watch different things and just to be sure that you're not building your body the wrong direction. That's a bodybuilder's thing once you get where you realize it nickel and dime and stuff. But it just doesn't. The science of it all, it's a discipline more than it's a science. Yes, there's a lot of science to it, yes, but it's a discipline. I mean, if you just stay consistent with your eating and your training, and don't try and make something happen overnight, because nothing happens overnight, you'll get there. We've been steadily impressed with our progress, but it has been a progress since I got here.
Yeah.
I mean,
I had a lot of shit wrong.
Yeah, but
from lifting heavy.
Yeah, I did too. I couldn't lift. You know, my shoulders and stuff were still kind of fucked up whenever I first came. Like when we first started lifting some of it, I was like, man, this hurts. Like I literally can't do this.
I tore something. I was bench pressing, not really heavy. Had gone up to 185, and I was warmed up. Did some 135, like 20 reps. Did another up, and then came up. And on like 4 or 5, I heard something pop. I heard my shoulder or chest, something tore, something snapped, and I heard it over the loud music in my ears. And I came back. I'm like, I think I just fucking tore something. I better check. So I came back down, went to go up. Yep, I fucked something up. Texted her. I said, I think I just ripped my chest or something's wrong. So what are you gonna do? I said, well, duh, I'm gonna do calves. So fucking did some calves. Came home. Fucking went to go to sleep that night. And every time I twitch, I'd get fucking like 110 volts fucking shooting through my body. I'm sweating. I'm fucking, something's not right. I'm fucking eating Motrin. No medical insurance. Not going to a doctor. Don't have time to have fucking surgery. Fucking why MRI it if I'm, you know, they're going to just say, hey, you got to have the swelling go down first, so just fucking stick it out and wait. And that was probably 3 years ago. And, you know, Justin started looking. He's like, well, it wasn't tore, because if it was tore, it would still be damaged.
Yep.
Some, you know, I don't remember what he said.
Yep.
But
I'm sure you damaged it, but I've dodged the bullet too.
We went super, super light for a long time, and we're still light. I mean, my point to all that was, when we went to the gym yesterday, we went in there to do shoulders.
And we did lots of shoulders.
A lot of it.
But we just didn't have, you don't have to train to the point where you're broken, because you've got responsibility outside the gym.
10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pound dumbbells.
Perfect.
And we're doing, you know, 15, 12, 12, 10, 10, 8, and then
30.
You know, 30. So I'm fucking burning. I get fucking 5, 10 reps, have to fucking stop for a minute, let the burn go away, and then fucking knock out another 6 until you get your 35 or 40, whatever your rep set is. But that's with lightweight.
Yeah. That's what training is. It's not just about lifting. One of my favorite bodybuilders said that. He said, I don't care how much I lift. He's like, I'm not a lifter. I don't lift weights. I'm a bodybuilder.
Who said that?
Kai Green.
You know Kai?
Hmm?
You know Kai?
I've met him. I met him at the Olympia 2012. You ever get the chance to go to Mr. Olympia and you're interested in it, go. 1, it's in Vegas, and Vegas is awesome. 2, is that's the craziest shit you'll ever see. Girl or dude, physique or fitness, men's open bodybuilding or the men's 212, it doesn't matter. When you speak to those people and you see those people, you will be impressed.
Why is it 212? Men's 212, what's that?
That's the smaller version of the bodybuilding. They have open, which, you know, Kai's getting on stage at 290.
Anything goes.
Yeah, and they're just giant, whereas Flex has won the 212 Mr. Olympia for the past 3 years, but he is maxed out at weigh-in at 212. Now, he probably doesn't weigh that on stage, because after he carbs up, he's probably 230. But it's like a fighter, you know, at weigh-ins, you weigh something.
So you can't weigh more than 212?
That's right.
So realistically, I could compete in that.
Yeah. Flex is 5'5.5", and in his off-season he weighs about 275. For those of you who don't know, I'm 5'2", and John's 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", and John weighs 190 something?
185.
Yeah,
190.
and I weigh 152. So if you can just imagine either of us being 100 pounds heavier of muscle. Like, if you ever see Flex Lewis in person, like, it's sort of like looking at a cartoon character. Except he speaks Welsh and he's super cool. I'm not going to do an impression because it's going to be really bad. But Flex is a really nice guy.
But you do Flex Lewis pretty well. You do it often, too.
I'm going to have to do it.
Yeah, that tortilla makes it so better. You should have one. Oh, wait, you can't. Not eat it.
I'll probably have one of Amanda's pots later.
How many gallons of cereal did you have last night?
I had 1 cup. Literally 1 cup.
By cup, you mean a mixing bowl?
No, I really measured out 1 cup. The cereal. I had to have it. I should
You
have
had
taken
cereal last night?
it. I did. Cocoa
Fucking
Puffs.
rodents for all over you.
Cats. But
Hey, we got a guy that does that.
cats.
Stop that.
Oh.
Turn that shit off.
Hold on, I wanted to show everybody these pretty pops that Mallory made me. They're
My wife
beautiful.
loves to bake, and she made.
Very excited about these.
Those are cake balls.
They are, and they're
Cake
they're
pops.
beautiful
I was really proud of her. I thought she was really
with
good.
the little bow
She spent
on
a lot
them
of
and
time on
everything. And then she made me a red velvet cake that is all black.
Yep,
that
it's
has
all black
roses on
icing.
it.
But she was like, I am never fucking doing black icing again. She was
Isn't
like,
it bitter?
I don't know. She had to mix it with something else. I think the black icing is bitter. She had to get to add something to it,
It's difficult to make.
and so it comes out like she was like, it looks really bad, and I was like, it looks like like rock, and I was
Oh,
like,
I
so
think
it'll
it's
be fine. But it's like it doesn't stick. It's not like regular icing, evidently.
It's beautiful. See all the roses on the top? I'm very excited.
It should be really good. I'm glad.
She said, I don't know how it's going to taste. I didn't get to taste it.
Yeah. It's a shame because you're not gonna know how it tastes either after me and John get hold of it.
Turn it off.